This is something like a preamble for our next target. We are here, we are doing a lot of things, we have initiated many initiatives and we have achieved, but as an institution there is nothing like an end where to stop and relax. So there is something like, I should say, as our group caption says, GMRIT is a journey, it is not a destiny. So a journey will go continuously, and every day, one after the other, we do have a number of challenges, and we need to face and we need to succeed and to rather take the issue forward. So in that sense, today we are lucky enough to have a very senior most person, a learned person, who is there into the service for more than 30 years, wherein he got exposure towards running an autonomous institution, and who is versed with the various the preparatory requirements, norms and other things to be fulfilled by an institution to become autonomous. May not be engineering college. Autonomy doesn't talk anything about engineering or non-engineering. We got accreditation by NBA, which is a regulatory authority of ACT. We got accreditation by NAC, which is another a benchmarking body of UGC. Similarly, our next proposal in the roadmap is to become a deemed university. Deemed university is something like a step ahead of autonomous. To get that status of deemed university, to my understanding, we need not go for autonomy. You can even straight away go for deemed university at a stretch. But since MHRD and our present Minister for MHRD, because of the I don't know, drastic or revolutionary decisions taken by Mr. Kapil Sibal, the new proposals for new deemed universities are being kept on pause. So we do not know where those things will go. But as of now, there is no restriction there is no constraint for any institution to become autonomous in their own domain. In the sense, it could be a general university or it could be a technological university, whatever it is. So we being under JNTU Kakinada, we can become autonomous. And Mr. Mohan Rao, Mr. Mohan, L.M. Mohan, who happened to be there working with universities, not only in AP, even in Maharashtra. I think he had a very long inning there in Maharashtra, where he got exposure, and also happened to be a member in several committees for inspection to give autonomy and all. I felt that facing him and understanding the philosophy behind what exactly the autonomy means, will definitely guide us and help us in doing the job in a better way. Okay, we are doing something. I don't say that we are not doing anything. We are definitely doing many things. But in the present setup or the present structure is rather restructured. There is nothing like doing a new job. We do the same thing even when we go for autonomy also. But only it is a question of restructuring and then reorientation or whatever it is. So those things are to be done with real belief and with the real involvement and with the real ownership that one should have within to reach the goal. That means why only I have taken a gathering of few members here is dissemination of this idea of becoming autonomous has to happen in stages. That means, if I believe in that, what are the advantages of autonomy? It doesn't mean that you believe. I may have, because my perception is different, your perception is different. But when once we are together in an institution, for the institution building, though the perceptions differ, they should concur at one point. So without having, excuse me. I just 2 minutes, 2 minutes of So here, the unity of purpose plays an important role. I work for something, if you work for something, and if those targets doesn't match, if they go parallel, you know where the things will end. So to make sure that the concurrence happens in the bigger crowd, always piecemeal approach is the best approach. If we can concur with one idea in a small group, definitely we can disseminate in your own way so that the entire group will accept the decision. So as such, to start with, we thought that the idea of getting into autonomous need to be rather understood properly, digested properly with the HODs, and I feel the senior faculty in the campus. Then definitely you are all leaders of the next generation, just next generation in the sense in your own respective departments. People must be definitely taking you as an inspiring force, or you will be rather exemplary for them, and seeing you, at least they learn, and ultimately everybody will end up in reaching the goal more easily. So, why I am telling all these things is there are two ways in executing. One is execution by enforcing, execution by enabling. If you execute by creating an enabling environment, every individual will have the ownership of doing it. If execution is done by enforcing, I self have ownership, and you all will be just audience. And that is not the way an institution has to run. So with that belief, so today we have invited Mr. Mohan here, who will be rather just throwing some light on how an autonomous institution look like, how it runs, how to streamline a normally going on institution to get converted into autonomous, and what are the things that are required, where to stress more, and where we need to work together, and what are the things we need to do or we need to add, so that people should have belief. Autonomy is that which talks about belief. And I always say that autonomy means autonomy, there are a lot of synonyms for the autonomy. Freedom. Freedom is also one type of autonomy. So what is the silver line separating the word freedom and autonomy? And privileges. I am a free Indian citizen. I am an autonomous man in the world as far as I am concerned, but I do have my own limitations. Similarly, as the Constitution of India gives, I have got a lot of freedom, but still they have their own limitations. So the wisdom of a person plays a role in exercising those limitations. I have freedom to talk, freedom of speech. But if a person at your stature exercising the freedom of speech, a person on the road exercising his freedom of speech, will they be same? It will not be same. It will be different. Similarly, a person with your stature, with your learn, with your exposure, exercising autonomy is something different. In the same line, if you take a student, if you say what do you mean by autonomy means, he tells altogether a different definition for autonomy. So everywhere the word freedom or autonomy has got different meanings, and as far as UGC is concerned, it has got defined in its own way, and we need to concur to that. It is not that as I see or whether you see or whether somebody else see. It is the way how UGC sees it. So everybody need to do the things in the way you are expected to do as per the guidelines or restrictions given by UGC. So I think that that is the main idea behind calling Mr. Mohan here, and he will definitely let us know out of his rich experiences what are the things, what are the hitches that we may face when once we go for autonomy, and what is the position of the institution, the position of the HOD, what is the position of a senior faculty, what is the position of a junior faculty, what is the position of the student, and what is the relation between the institution and the university when autonomy comes, what is the relation between a teacher and a student if autonomy comes. So every relation has got its own perception when we talk about autonomy. Every relation from top to bottom. What is the relation between the principal and the faculty, the principal and HOD, HOD and faculty, a faculty and a student, and altogether institution and the university. The relation has got a different meaning when we say it is autonomy. I think those differences Mr. Mohan will be rather more clearly explaining you all, and once we understand that, I think we can go for our own self-analysis where we are. Are we really suitable for going for autonomy or not? Right? So I welcome you all once again, and okay, maybe okay. This being a gathering, I'm just trying to encash that. JNT morning made a call saying that all the faculty need to register online with regard to their specializations, experience and all, to nominate the examiners. Well, because present final years and second year exams are almost half to be over, and they started the initiative of fixing the examiners. And they see that in some of the subjects there were no nominations. I don't know. Is it a technology problem or well, because I happened to be discussing with one faculty saying that he registered, and for the same subject I had a call in the morning, particularly in civil engineering subject. From Venkatramanna for building, drawing and design, they called, there is nobody there from your department, college, and he said that he registered on his own. Then where the things went wrong, we have to see. But I request all the HODs to call all the faculty who are handling second year, final year and third year subjects to make sure that they enter all the fields. Fields are there very specific and the data, relevant data, and that should be frozen by today evening. Okay, please do that by today evening. So now I request Mr. Mohan to take over.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.